welcome back to another edition of I Have No Clue. In today's episode, I am going to discuss what to expect in the military and what it's truly like. It's going to be a quick video, so if this is a video to watch in the airport while you're flying out to go to basic training or whatnot. So here's the deal. The first thing you want to do is you want to just plainly just take it easy, take a big deep breath, keep your mouth shut, and just relax. Pretend you're just going off to just some kind of, meditation camp or something, whatever. What I'm trying to tell you is just you got to relax. You just totally have to relax. That's the first step. That's the very first step. And it's not as bad as it seems. And as long as you keep your mouth shut and just listen, if you keep your mouth shut and just listen, you'll make it through basic, no problems at all. Okay, if you run your mouth and you're not paying attention, basic will be difficult. It truly will be difficult. But before you know it, you'll blow through basic, and then you'll be off to AIT. AIT is kind of like the same thing, except it's a little more relaxed, and you're focusing in on your Pacific job. So once you get through that, it's not too bad. Now, overall, what the military is like, and I don't know if a lot of people mention this or not, but the military has like a lot of control over you, big time. I mean, they, like I was saying in my previous videos, they control every little aspect of your life, and you just have to get used to that. You have to be used to getting controlled by the military, because they will control you. That's one thing. That's one hurdle you have to get used to. And then another hurdle you kind of have to get used to is you do get homesick. You do get homesick if you get deployed overseas. For, I think the Air Force is 9 months. I know the Army was a year. But when you get deployed overseas, you do get lonely and you get homesick, and you have to get used to that too. That kind of comes with the territory. So it's kind of like a mind game right there. But the biggest thing is with the military, you got to remember, the biggest thing with the military is a lot of your freedoms are definitely hampered. I mean, because you're not free to just take off where you want to go. You have to get a mileage pass, or leave depending on how far you're going to go. You just can't call in sick. You can't say, hey, I'm not feeling it today, I'm going to call in sick. No, you got to go to sick call, and then they decide what you're going to do. Give you light duty. They might say, hey, just go, you're not sick enough to be out. They might confine you to the barracks. But like the choices that you had before the military, those are gone. Like before, you could just call up and say, hey, I'm not coming in, and that was it. Not in the military. Before, you could just say, hey, I don't like this job, I'm quitting. Not in the military. Before, you could just be like, hey, I'm going to take off for Cancun this weekend. Not in the military. You got to get permission, and you have to get a mileage pass or leave or whatnot. I'm telling you, because a lot of people are like, what's it going to be like? It's going to be like you're under a lot of control by the military. They watch every move. You get briefed on every little thing. If you have a weekend off, you get briefed on it. If you no matter what you're doing, it's briefings and meetings, and they go over everything, and in a lot of my videos, I'm repeating myself. I repeat myself because guess what? In the military, they repeat themselves. They say the same thing over and over and over. They pound it into your head. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And they just go on and on and on. And it kind of like wears on you a little bit. But if you can accept that part of it, military is really not that bad, because it's steady work, it's steady paycheck, and once you learn the ins and outs of it, it's not too bad. And as you stay in, you get rank, and as you get rank, you get privileges. You do get privileges. The higher rank you go, the easier it gets. Because I tell you, you start out, you're digging the trenches, you're putting up the tents, you're power washing stuff. You are working like you wouldn't believe. But you get a little rank, and you're not doing any of that. None of it. Absolutely none. You You tell other people to power wash the tents, and you tell all the other people to do this and that. So you're pretty much just sitting back drinking coffee. But the first 2 or 3 years, you'll be working. You will be working, but the higher rank you go, the easier it gets. Rank has its privileges. Rank has its privileges. There's no doubt about it. So when you get the rank, just stick it out. Because if you get to, like, you know, E6, E7, E8, man, you're on easy street. And I know a lot of people will be in the comments, no, it's still hard. No, as you get higher rank, it gets easier. The grunt of all the work is done by the E2s, E3s, E4s. They get all the crappy jobs, latrine duty, and you know, burning off waste and all kinds of just crazy stuff. So the biggest thing is as you hopefully you're watching this video as you're shipping out in the airport somewhere, but the biggest thing is just to relax. Just relax and don't get overworked about it. Just take it slow and easy and relaxed, and just keep your mouth shut. And basic and AIT and your time in the military will fly by, and you'll look back on it and you'll be like, wow, those were some of the best years of my life. You really will. You'll really think it's the best years of your life. But until next time, have a good one.